Hello everyone, I'm here to do a collective reading. So if you are here, this might be for you. However, if it does not fit, do not force it. Take only what resonates and leave the rest. Okay, okay, okay. All right. I'm gonna cleanse a little bit here. I think the very first thing that I want to touch on in the collective's energy is that there's a lot of focus or a lot of emphasis or a lot of urgency towards cleansing the field, especially the emotional field, of getting centered, of getting grounded, of getting aligned or realigned. Okay, I think that there's a lot of heavy like external influence or influencer. Yeah, there's external influencing the internal, I'll say that. Okay, and I think there's a need to really understand what's yours and what's not, what's in your control, what's not in your control, what's your emotions and what's another person's emotions or other people's emotions. There's a need to really separate, find the separation there, find where you end and another begins, or where another ends and you begin. There's a need to really understand your track, your path, where you're going, where you came from, okay, so that you can continue to move in that direction, and if you need to realign to that direction, and also to make sure that you are not allowing yourself to be influenced by the emotions of others, or moved in the direction of the emotions of others, because of, whether it be through by association, whether it be through direct experience, or no matter what it is, there's a need to, however far or close you are to people in your life, there is a need to liberate yourself from heavier emotions that aren't yours. Okay. There's a need to really cleanse yourself of excess energy as well, okay? Burning off excess energy and resting where needed. And when I say burning off excess energy, it's just like, restlessness. There's a need to burn off something. Okay, and this could be more than just energy. This could represent for some of you as well, like exercise. Burning off, there could be connections that need to be ended, or habits that need to be put to rest. Okay, there's things that need to be cleansed, especially around consumption. And I think I tapped on that. I don't know if it was the last reading or the reading before that or something. It was somewhat recent. That I tapped into consumption, like being wary of what you're consuming. And that's not just like food, okay? That's a starting point, but it's further than that, right? What you're consuming when it comes to your eyeballs, when it comes to entertainment and media, when it comes to your connections, and what you are allowing yourself to take in, take on, take about. I'm not sure what that means, but I heard that, take about. Okay, but yeah, there's an emphasis on cleansing. All right, so I'm cleansing all the decks as I'm saying all of this to kind of set the energy, set the intention of cleansing out energies that are not of the self, that are not of the collective, that are not resonating with the true essence or the true core of your own personal experience at this time, okay? And now that they're all cleansed, I am going to put, I can go right there for right now. I am going to jump into it. Okay, and we're going to go with the Rider-Waite Tarot. Classic. All right, Spirit, what do we have for the collective at this time? What do we have for the collective at this time? The Ten of Swords. Okay, yeah. So there's something that has ended in your life as of recently. It could have been with the Queen of Pentacles. It could have been in the home life, or it could have been job related. It could have been money related. Not even if it is job related, money related, material stability related. It could have to do something with the body as well. You could have went through like a burnout. You could have went through an energetic burnout, or an emotional or a mental burnout, right? Okay, there's kind of like a beating a dead horse energy here with this Ten of Swords. There's something that has been, that has ended, and it could have been quite painful, or it could have been, you know, yeah, it could have been painful. There could have been some feeling of like betrayal, or some feeling of like odds up against you. Okay, but here there's like a need to, relieve yourself of the situation. There's a need to relax your mind of the situation as well. And we do have the Four of Swords in the reverse and the Page of Swords. Okay, there is a restlessness, especially a mental restlessness. There could be even like this level of okay, no shame. This is just, I'm going to tap into this so that we can become aware of this, right? There is a level here of victimizing the self, or feeling victimized. Okay, even if there is situations that happen in our life where things are unfair and unjust, we do not have to be a victim to those situations, right? Like that's victimization is all a mindset. You don't have to be victimized even if you were technically a victim to something, right? There's something about really rehashing things in your mind over and over again. Again, beating a dead horse, something that like it's over, it's done with. Okay, yes, it could have been painful, but it's over. You know, you can move on, you can move forward now, you can create something new. There's some sort of new perspective to be had here when it comes to this situation. All right, it's like something that rocked your stability or your foundation, or something that rocked your sense of self or your money. Okay, and for some of you, this could even just be, again, that you had some sort of burnout, that you pushed yourself way too hard or way too far in something, and it caused you to kind of crash out a little bit. This could be, especially mentally as well, putting too much thought, thinking about things. Okay, not enough like grounding into the body, not enough meditation here. There's a need for grounding with the Queen of Pentacles and the Ten of Swords. There's a lot of air energy, okay? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, you don't have to be these signs, but that's like the energy that is present. There's a lot of air energy. There's a lot of, I just heard decision making. There's a lot of trying to really tap into the intuition, but letting the mind get a little too much in the way here, okay? I think that whenever you're thinking too much about something, that can actually cause a block to your intuition, because intuition isn't the thinking mind, right? It's the claircognizance of things. It's the knowing of things. It's the feeling of things. It's the sensing below the physical level, right? And your mind can't quite perceive those things or wrap your head around those things. So it's like you are putting too much focus on something that there needs to be more, either like maybe you need to feel more into your body about a situation, or more into your emotions about a situation, and just get out of the mental space, because it's causing some sort of, again, victimized state here, or mentality, right? We have the Hierophant, okay? And we have the Empress card and the Two of Pentacles in the reverse. So there's some sort of calling to balance something out, or to balance something out, to make something right, to, especially if this is in regards to the home life, okay? There's something that really needs to be tended to at this time. There needs to be more of a home life, work life balance. Maybe you're thinking too much about work here, or maybe you're thinking too much about what's outside of work. There's something that needs to be balanced here. And there is a call from Spirit, your guides here, okay? The Hermit card and the Hierophant, the Ten of Wands. We have the Ten of Wands, the Ten of Swords. 1010 could be a significant number for you. But there's definite ending that has happened. And there's some need to reflect. There's some need to go within. There's some need to pick up on your own inner guidance and your own inner wisdom. Do not be looking externally. With the Empress card and the Queen of Pentacles, these are very independent, very self-reliant, very self-sufficient energies, okay? There's a need to release external, I just heard validation. There's a need to release external influences, and make sure that you are not giving too much of your energy, time, or resources, or even money, to other, to things outside of you and your own home, your own body. There's an emphasis here on taking care of the physical body, especially if rest is needed. Okay, self-care, 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 but definitely reflection as well. There's some wisdom to be gained here. There's some wisdom to be tapped into. There's some wisdom that's waiting for you. Okay, it's just that you're not digging beneath the surface quite yet of this particular situation. Okay, I'm not saying overall. And this could have had to do with a friend group. Yeah, the Death card and the Three of Cups. This could have had to do with some sort of group dynamic, okay, group dynamic or a celebratory dynamic or yeah, community dynamic. Okay, it could even be related to work as well, like friendships within the workplace. Being mindful to keep those things separate or healthily coinciding or cooperating, right? Okay, with the Nine of Swords in the reverse, yeah, there's some sort of like ending that has taken place. There's something about overthinking, or there's something about mental misunderstanding for the self, towards the self or towards external situations, but of course that comes from the internal, right? Some sort of like internal imbalance here, especially physically, or taking care of the physical body, or something with the self-esteem. Like there was something that moved out of alignment, okay, that caused some sort of ending. All right, and this is surrounding, and it doesn't have to be a friend group, but energies of celebration, energies of getting outside the house, energies of it's typically group dynamic, okay? I'm going to stick with this as some sort of group dynamic here. But there has been, with the Death card and the Ten of Swords, some sort of very intense ending. But there's wisdom to come from this situation. There's some sort of lesson to be learned here. It just hasn't, it doesn't look like it's been quite tapped into yet, okay? It looks like collective, you could still be feeling, with the Death card, the Two of Pentacles in the reverse, the Ten of Swords, the Ten of Wands, you still could be feeling very exhausted or depleted from some sort of situation. Again, this burnout that has happened. Okay, this has happened for the greater good, though. This has happened for your greater growth, the Empress and the Queen of Pentacles. This has happened to regain stability, or to realign yourself with your own stability and structure, okay? What else do we have here, Spirit? White flag. White flag. Something about, yes, seizing, or is it seceding? Seceding? I think that's the word I'm looking for. Seceding. Okay, from some type of, whatever this heavy ending is, where something felt unfair, or something felt imbalanced, or something felt like, painful or backstabby or something of that sort. There's something here that needs to be seceded from, walked away from, healed from, especially in the mental realm, okay? Thought needs to be taken away from this. Thought needs to be put towards the own stability, your own priorities, your own resources, okay? Your own, especially your home life here as well. Family, if you have family that's close to you, okay? We have the Two of Wands and the Knight of Swords, the Knight of Cups, the Temperance card, okay? And the Seven of Cups, there's some sort of path that's opening up here for you to express yourself, okay? A lesson that's going to be gained from whatever the situation was is how to express yourself when it comes to your direction or your intention, or the direction or intention of others, okay? How to be very, very clear, very upfront, very vulnerable, very open, very authentic, etc., about these kinds of topics, okay? Intention, direction of situations, especially in group dynamics, friend dynamics. There's a balancing. We have two, and we have the Temperance card. Okay, which is a 5, but, it's balance as well. There's harmony here. There's this change within the balance of the self, right? But it's being able to, you're coming into this lesson of very clearly setting, like, tracks or not guidelines, like when you're driving on a road, the lines on the left and the right, I don't know, I'm like searching for a specific word here, but it's being able to really set, you're learning how to really set those up so that you stay in your own fucking lane, okay, is what it feels like. No shade or anything like that. Like, do you remember most, if not all readings in some way, shape, or form do resonate with my own life or my own experiences or my own internal, external, whatever experiences that I'm even going through, okay? So please do not take anything that I say the wrong way, right? It's to be able to stay in your own lane. Again, there's something about like overthinking. There's something about misunderstanding. There's something about your own misalignment or unalignment that got in the way of your own stability or your own care for yourself. Too much focus on the external instead of the internal, especially within group dynamics, okay? When you are inside of a friend group, it can you can really get mixed up in other people's energies and lose sight of taking care of yourself as you are moving outwards or taking care of others. Even if you're not taking care of others, it's just a focus on the external, right? There needs to be a focus pulled back into the internal, okay? Because there's a lot of, illusion outside of the self. What you can know and be sure of, okay, is your own self, is your own sense of self, is your own direction, is your own intention. So trying to play like guessing game or trying to like see through the veil of, the intention or direction of others isn't for you to decipher. I guess it's it's always just a focus on keeping your own intention and your own direction straightened out, okay? To remove yourself from the temptations of illusion, of image, of superficiality, okay? It's making sure that you're always focusing internally. This allows you to stay authentic to the self and grounded, especially grounded in your own internal world, making sure that your home internally is healthy, is protected, is aligned. Okay, but yeah, so this is the lesson that you're going to be gaining from whatever this painful ending was, whatever the situation was. You're not a victim to some sort of situation, even if you literally experienced something that could have been unfair, unjust, or tricky. There's benefit to come out of it. It was to realign you. It was to awaken you. It was to cut through something. Okay, and make sure that you are. To make sure that you are realigning or aligning with your need as a human being in connections to continuously express yourself, your boundaries, your intentions, so that there's no room for yourself or other people to get confused, okay? Yeah, but there's a need to really take time at this time to focus on replenishing your energy, removing cords from external situations, really understanding what is yours and what is not, okay, your boundaries, putting up your boundaries. Lots of cleansing here, but really refining how you express yourself when it comes to your desires, your intentions, your direction, your focus, okay? And time and meditation is going to be very helpful for this. Spiritual bath is going to be very helpful for this. Journaling, very helpful for this. Breath work, always helpful in any case scenario. Okay, but definitely taking some time, some silence with the self, all right, to really tune back into one's own energy and ground and center the self, okay? What do we have, Gaia, to close out this message? Achievement, keep focused on your dream. Okay, yeah, so there could have been some sort of like deterrence or like a movement away or distraction of some sort here from whatever path that you are on or have been on. Okay, there's again a realignment, there's a readjustment, there's an adjustment that's going on. Like there's some sort of like divinely, with the Hierophant card that had come out, it's some sort of like a divine intervention, something that has ended abruptly or painfully in order to get you to refine your focus, in order to get you readjusted to a path or realigned with the path that you are supposed to be on. There was the movement card, the cycles of life card as well. So something has closed out. There's something that you're understanding, or if you move into silence and you move into that space with yourself, you're really going to understand something that something that was meant to be understood from this situation. We have flame tree, the start of something new. So yeah, something has ended so that something else can be created. And I think you're kind of just in like in this middle space where you're still kind of recovering from a situation, and there's just some need to spend time with yourself. Reflect. That's the wrong book. Okay. Number 17. Number 17 could be a significant number for you, or the 17th of the month. I don't know. You will soon achieve a goal you had set for yourself. Your hard work and persistence is about to pay off. Know that you deserve all the success that is coming your way. Okay, there's something about integrity here and focus. Something about staying, keeping your eye on the prize and staying the course. Okay. Quietly acknowledge this to yourself as you celebrate your achievements. Thank the earth and the universe for this blessing, and the knowledge that all you do is a co-creation with the higher powers that be. Then refocus your attention back to the task at hand. So gratitude and acknowledgement of the lessons that are going on, okay, is going to be very beneficial. There's a need to switch the perspective, see things in a different way, calm the restless mind, because the restless mind is what creates things, right? It creates fantasies and illusions and daydreams and delusions, etc., etc. So there's a need to calm the mental space, center the self back into the body and the emotional state. All right, so that you're moving out of the heart space instead of out of the head space, right? Out of the emotions rather than the logic. Out of the truth rather than the perception. Okay. Do not lose sight of your original purpose and intention. This is only the beginning. Much more can be accomplished provided you keep focused on your dream. Remember what is truly important to you. It may be helpful to set a new goal, the start of something new. This could be bigger and more fulfilling than you ever imagined. Okay, there's something to come from this. And under that, we have number 9, a hidden gift. Sadness and ending, a new beginning. A hidden gift within the ending that has happened, within the pain that has been experienced. Okay, there's absolutely new perspective to take on here. It was whatever has happened or taken place upon your path kind of knock you off course. It's because there was an unalignment or a misalignment within your own energy, and this situation happened to bring your attention to where you were not aligned, so that you could realign to the path that you are on, okay, the path that you're working towards, so that you can continue healing. All right. There's just a need to let go of some sort of situation. Maybe remove yourself from a group dynamic, even if it's not for a long, forever. Making sure to remove yourself from situations where there's too many cooks in the kitchen, right? Where there's a lot of different people or energies, different perspectives and tunnels involved, right? Being sure to cleanse yourself of all the excess, again, making sure that you are removing the excess. And I think that this is within the diet and this is within the self, this is externally, this is within what you eat, what you consume mentally, and be wary of not going too deep into the emotions where you are, you're triggering that mental looping, right? Or that mental chaos. Okay, we have the 6 of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles. So you do have, there is success here. You will have success. It's just that there's a situation, there's kind of like up against the odds. Like there's what's the word I'm looking for? There's adversity, there's resistance to something that you're working towards, whether internally or externally, but it's because there's something, again, inside of you that needs to be aligned to your goal. Just stay focused on what makes you feel like you are achieving something, okay? Maybe adding a little bit productivity to your day, what you can handle, right? If you need to replenish, if you are recovering from burnout, allow yourself that time. That alone is going to be success in your own structure and stability. That alone is productive, because if you've been drained of your energy and you're taking time to replenish that energy, that's productivity, even if you're just laying in bed all day. Okay, so understand what you need, what your body needs, what your energy needs to replenish and rebalance, so that you may become more aligned with the path, the direction that you are headed on and towards. Okay. So I hope that this found everyone that it was meant for. I hope that it found you in a very open and receptive state. And until next time, guys, much love. Bye.